Welcome to Thy History Geek. My name is Josh, and this is People of the Past. While no doubt most of us are familiar with who Paul Revere is and they know about his ride, they may not realize that he wasn't the only one during that time period to warn that the British were coming. There was actually another hero of the Revolutionary War, one who has almost been forgotten to history. And her ride was much longer. Let's talk about Sybil Ludington. Sybil Ludington was born in Ludington, New York, on April 5th, 1761. Her father, Henry Ludington, was a veteran of the French and Indian War and belonged to the militia during the time of the American Revolution. On April 26, 1777, on the orders of her father, Sybil rode her horse Star some 40 miles to warn militiamen, hundreds of militiamen at that the British were planning an attack on Danbury, Connecticut. Why Danbury? Because Danbury was where the Continental Army had a large supply depot. Because of her brave and daring ride, the British, when they arrived in Danbury, did minimal damage. Although the British did manage to burn down some structures and they did destroy a few houses, the casualty rate was considerably low. And when the militiamen arrived in Danbury, they were able to drive back General William Tryon and his troops all the way to the Long Island Sound. Now, for her heroics, Sybil Ludington was praised by many, including the great George Washington. When Sybil was 23 years old, she married a man named Edmund Ogden, and the two had a son and settled in Catskill, New York, to raise their family. Sybil died on February 26th, 1839, at the age of 77, and she's buried in the Patterson Presbyterian Cemetery in Patterson, New York. In 1935, New York State erected historic markers along Sybil Ludington's route. In 1961, a statue was erected near Carmel, New York, of her and her horse. And in 1975, she was honored with a postage stamp. An interesting aside, Paul Revere's Midnight Ride, which is more well-known, took place just over 12 miles. Sybil Ludington's ride was 3.5 times that at 40 miles. I hope you enjoyed this episode of People of the Past. If you did, it would mean a lot to me if you'd throw a like on the video. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our future content. With that, I'm going to leave this episode with a quote from historian Paula Hunt. Sybil's ride embraces the mythical meanings of value expressed by this country's founding. As an individual, she represents America's persistent need to find and create heroes who embody prevalent attitudes and beliefs. Thanks for watching.